So I'm driving home, listening to the radio, and the DJ introduces the new song by Machine Gun Kelly. Now, right away, I lean over to change the station, but part of me says, whoa, 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 hold on. It's been a minute since you heard MGK on the radio. I'm thinking maybe 6, 7 years ago, back when he had the hit song Wild Boy with Waka Flocka. It's been about that long. So, part of me is curious. The other part is skeptical. Well, I'm already familiar with MGK. I like to refer to him as a NASCAR rapper, type of guy who just raps and raps and raps, super fast, a mile a minute, for lack of a better term, not quite a rapper who takes the scenic route. Again, a rapper who just raps and raps and raps in circles. But, it's been a while. What do I know? I listened to the track and, whew, by the end of it, it was cranked all the way up. This song, it was My Ex's Best Friend, the one with Black Bear on there. This song was the real deal. So, head home, listen to the rest of the album. Totally impressed. The album is called Tickets to My Downfall, which, by the way, just debuted #1 on the Billboard 200 albums chart. So, big congrats to Machine Gun Kelly and all of his fans who, bought the album, streamed the album. Me, I'm a new fan. It was complete change up, a complete curveball from what I was expecting. Not a rap album whatsoever. More of a pop punk album. I like to joke it's not Machine Gun Kelly anymore. It's Machine Drum Kelly because, Travis Barker was on there doing the drums. There was a lot of guitar involved. And, really, the title being Tickets to My Downfall is appropriate because 2020 has been quite a downfall of a year, with coronavirus killing so many people. So many others have lost their jobs. And then you got the whole police brutality, which is just devastating. Cops murdering black people in the streets, cops murdering black people in their own homes. It's been a tough year. And while this album doesn't necessarily speak directly to those troubles, it does have a sense of angst, a sense of frustration. And, I really appreciated this album. It's a breath of fresh air from, other projects I've heard this year. And, let me say this. I've been listening to music most of my life. I'm 24 years old. And especially the past, 5, 6 years, I've been tuned in from more of a attentive, standpoint, writing music reviews, album reviews. I've been paying close attention to detail here, but never once has the song actually brought me the tears. The last track on this album, Play This When I'm Gone, it made me cry. It's the weirdest thing. I can't explain it. I heard this lyric in the song. He goes, part of me doesn't want this cruel world to know you. And, I just thought about some special people in my life. And, after I heard the song, I went through the YouTube comments and come to find out the song is dedicated to his daughter, which, makes it even more emotional. It's just such a beautiful song. His tone of voice, his lyrics, they're very, compassionate. They're very authentic. And, even other songs on the album, too. MGK, he sang about his faults, like, his drug habit, his immaturity, previous relationships that he's been in. This album, really came from the heart and totally worth the listen. But let me leave you with this. Like I said a few minutes prior, my first impression of MGK was, a rapper who, spits really quick. Not really my cup of tea, but, come to find out a few years later, he's completely reinvented his style, and I am all here for it. So while first impressions are important, second impressions are important too. Let's not forget that. If there's an artist who you haven't heard in a few years, who you may have gave up on, consider giving them a second chance, just as I did with Machine Gun Kelly, because, chances are you may walk away impressed.